Hey guys, I'm descending a mountain. This is probably one of the best times to talk about the Camino experience with you. We're not done. We're almost done. We're on the way to Burgos right now. But I wanted to take a minute and just share some of the journey with you. A lot of lessons on this leadership trip. So the way the Camino reinvention experience works at Uncommon Influence is we go for 5 days of hiking. It's almost 100 miles through such a beautiful country. And you do that with a group. And so from this group, we have 11. And it has been a life-changing experience. So just want to share a couple highlights, insights, and in a short video today so that you could really see some of what I saw and some of what they experienced. But the first thing that the Camino reinvention experience echoed for me is the importance of being surrounded by great people. You know, this trip came with a number of challenges. One of the days we found out the entire country lost power. So we're getting ready to walk into a city, and this city has my favorite vending machine that has gummy bears in it. And we walk into the city, I go to the vending machine and it's not on. And I thought, well, maybe it's siesta and they don't turn the vending machines on. So I waited for a minute, nothing happened. So I walk into the city and two girls from Germany come up and say, "Did you know the power's out?" I said, "Oh, in Santo Domingo?" And they said, "No, in the entire country and multiple countries in Europe." And that was one of those moments where I was like, oh man, we are in trouble. But you know what? The value and community of people. We circled up in a little town square in some chairs and just sat, talked, laughed, met people from Japan. So we took a bad situation, the country not having any power, and we had a good time together, friends in a circle. And so there is value in having people around us. A second lesson that I think this trip held is, and you could see that with the power issues, you got to expect the unexpected. We've had people get hurt after day 1 or 2, not serious hurt, but they didn't really know what to expect. And when you do 41,000 steps in day 1, it's intense. Or day 4, when you go over a mountain and you log about 50,000 steps in that day on all kinds of terrain, it's intense. And you have to expect the unexpected. You have to say, okay, if I'm not feeling okay, or if the power goes out, or if I get a nasty blister, it's happened to a couple, that I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna persevere, because I'm just gonna expect the unexpected. I'm not gonna go in with this expectation that everything's gonna be perfect, everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna go in, and what happens, I am gonna be proactive, I am gonna respond, and I am gonna persevere. And it's that way in your leadership. It's that way in each of these individuals' businesses. You got to learn to persevere, and you got to expect the unexpected and be ready to respond in a healthy way. All right, third and final thing that I'll share with you is I'm almost down this mountain. I can see where we're going. Another beautiful thing about the Camino, no shopping centers, no supermarkets. You can see across the vastness of the land, and it's amazing. You know, I'm going to replace my third. That's going to be my third. My third thing is being on this journey, being on this path that pilgrims have walked for hundreds of years, maybe even more than that. They say at the end of this path, the bones of the Apostle James are in a cathedral in Compostela. And so there's 5 routes, and they all lead into Compostela. We're on the French way, and we're going. But back to my third point, the beauty. Which one of those is right out of Romans 1:20, that this creation echoes the fingerprint of God. And that's just been one of the big lessons for us. This journey is physical. It is professional, because we're talking a lot about leadership, but it's also spiritual. You come out of the noise. You come out of the craziness of your day-to-day. You come out of the worries. You come out of all of that, and you come here where people are just trying to move in a direction to get to a destination, and they're helping each other, and they're caring for each other, and they're showing you the good in them, and you see the good in nature, and you see the good in God. It's just such an experience. And one of the guys on the trip told me a couple days, he said, You know, Reese, I came and I was kind of my normal self for the first couple of days. And then I had to get physically exhausted before I became emotionally available. That led me to a spiritual transformation. I love that. So good. Well, those are just some thoughts that I wanted to share with you. And if you want to come on a Camino experience, keep your eyes open, because this is something we love to do. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.